Gabrielle is 3 months old and she giggles and giggles and giggles. Baila, 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 baila.
Well, when Gabby was little, she was the third of my 3 kids, Danielle, Alex, and Gabby. And really, when she was first born, she hit her milestones. There weren't any red flags. Everything seemed pretty much fine. And at Gabby's 3rd birthday, Gabby, we brought her birthday cake to sing happy birthday, and she couldn't blow out her candles. And it's like something's wrong, you know, but we didn't have any answers. And when I took her to the speech therapist, she looked at me and goes, "Your daughter has autism." I remember running to the car, getting in the car and calling Rudy like, "Oh my God, this lady says our kid has autism. What is that?" In my heart, I just knew she didn't have autism. I don't know why. She just didn't have the typical symptoms of kids with autism. She had eye contact. She was loving and cuddly. She tried to interact.
Hey, Gabby.
She was not in her own world. I couldn't find a community for her. I couldn't find a program for her. I couldn't find kids like her. She just didn't fit in anywhere. I came across a video of Gabby, and she has eye contact with the camera, and she's talking and she's pointing and she's looking, and I'm speaking to her in Spanish and she's answering my questions, and we're having a conversation. To look at her and look at this video, she looks perfectly typical. Well, how do we get from there to here? What happened?
Gabby, what are you doing? Yoga with? What's your teacher's name?
We happened to be in her room, sitting on her bed, her favorite spot. And I walk in and I sit down next to her and I go, "Gabby, you're not going to believe this. Tested positive for Rett syndrome." And I wish I had my video camera going, because the sigh of relief that child let out, like, "Oh my God, that's what's wrong with me," was unbelievable.
I think when I knew something was really wrong, she was 2.5, and she started blanking out on me. I felt like I'm losing my girl. Like, where's Hannah going? I would take pictures and I would tell all the children to smile and look at me, and everyone would be smiling in the picture, but Hannah would just be like, you know, looking off, not like, "Hello, Hannah, where are you?" Like, she was completely gone. I can't quite explain it. That's the first time that I was like, oh my God, something's really wrong. All of a sudden, she stopped walking up and down the stairs, stopped jumping on trampolines, went down to one-word utterances. She stopped, swallowing. She was gagging on her food. Can you imagine? I was waiting and waiting for my daughter to catch up because she was born premature. She finally gets to the point where I think like she's caught up. This like tiny little window where she's going to be healthy. And I can't wait to see who she's going to become. The best is yet to be? No. The best is behind you. Your daughter's peaked already, and she's 3.5. And that's it for her. Her life is going downhill from here. I'm just videotaping you guys because that's just so much fun.
You knew it.
I'm saving it for posterity. Do you know what that means? Something we're gonna want to watch later when you guys are big girls. You're gonna look back on this and say, look how little we were playing together.
We think that this is a reversible disorder. So in 2007, Adrian Bird at the University of Edinburgh was able, through genetic trickery, it's genetic engineering, he was able to develop an animal model of Rett syndrome that basically had this genetic on-off switch inserted in its DNA, so that if you kept the switch in the off position, so that the MECP2 gene was turned off and it wasn't making its protein, the animal would develop all of the symptoms that we see in the children. But then at will, the switch could be flipped and the MECP2 gene is turned on, it starts to make its protein, and as the protein levels normalize over a 4-week period, remarkably, the symptoms go away.
Here are animals that look far gone and hopelessly beyond the pale, and by just simply putting back the missing bit, they're fixed. I think there are grounds to be optimistic. How long it'll take is another matter.